Test, test, test. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Let me know how we sounded. Let me know how we sounded. Let me know how the music sounded. Let me know how the audio sounded. Let me know how the music sounded. Let me know how the audio sounded. What's going on, Jordan? How you feeling, my boy? What's going on, Paul? What's going on? So we got a few setups we're looking at, y'all. As far as today, we do have orange for the 10 a.m. news, and then later on tonight, 6:45 New Zealand. But that's pretty much it. Besides that, you already know the drills. We're just chilling, patiently waiting. We're just chilling, patiently waiting. If y'all have not watched the Sunday chart analysis yet, it is Tuesday. Take your ass to the first link in the description on Free Signal Free Telegram and watch the Sunday chart analysis. Like I always tell y'all, the Sunday chart analysis goes over not just what we see price doing Sunday night going into Monday, but what we see price doing throughout the entire week. As far as what we're looking for right now, we're looking at possible gold sales. We're looking at possible GU buys and possible GJ sales. NAS, we're going to leave NAS100 alone. As of right now, we might look at a New York session. But as of right now, we're going to leave NAS100 alone. All right, so we're just going to be looking at GU buys, gold sales, and possible GJ sales. Now, I really don't even like the GJ sales. This is like a last resort. But we are technically going to be looking for sales because we reverse hard as hell. So we're definitely not going to be looking for buys. But I kind of just wanted to wait for a retracement. So depending on what price does today, will kind of depend and determine what we're going to do the rest of the week on GJ. But we're looking at possible GU buys and gold sales for the most part. So like I talked about yesterday and last week, right, we just have to simply wait for the trends to continue or come back into play. So this is where a lot of people crash out and blow accounts, but you just have to be patient, right? Just like yesterday, we caught a nice setup on GU. The New York session, there was nice setups on gold and NAS100. You just gotta wait for the setups you're looking for in the game plan. All right, so it just takes a little bit of patience. But about to see what this next 15 looks like right here. You already know the drill. Make sure to like the live and subscribe if you have not already. We just had 6,000 subscribers, 600 subscribers. Let's get to 6,700. I just dropped a new video for y'all yesterday as well. Make sure to check that out. Make sure to like, make sure to comment, all that good shit. And I got some new posts lined up for y'all on TikTok and Instagram today also. Alright, so G just broke this level. Let's see if we can get a BCR right here. Let's see if we can get a break close retest. Let's see if we can get a break close retest. Sounding good? Perfect. What's going on, Jared? Alright, so we're gonna be looking for a retest this next 15. What are we looking for a retest right here? We got a new 5-minute about to pop up in about 3 minutes. Let's see if we can get a retest right here. What's going on, Alana? How you feeling? Let's see if we can get a retest right here. If y'all got any questions, drop in the chat. When we look at your charts, drop in the chat. But you already know the drill. We're just chilling, patiently waiting. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Join the free signal, free Telegram. Y'all see on your screens how we did last month and last quarter. Well, I gotta fix how we did last month. But you see how we did last quarter? As far as last month, you hit the first link in the description with 26 wins, 6 losses against 81% win rate. Just picking up where we left off the month before that. 23 wins, 3 losses against 88% win rate. So you're about to see if we can get an entry right here. About to see what G is about to do right here. You're doing good. Love to hear it. I do 15 just popped up. Yeah, I'm like others. I don't really like anything else right now, anyways, either. Let's see if we can hold this level of support right here. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Y'all see it scrolling at the bottom of y'all screens. Instagram, playmaker_way, TikTok _playmakerway_. Post daily on both pages. Got some new posts lined up for y'all today. Just dropped a new video for y'all yesterday on YouTube as well. Make sure to check that out. That the live is over. Alright, so let's see if we can get a retest right here. Let's see if we can get a retest right here. So again, today we're looking at GU buys and we're looking at possible GJ sells. So with GJ, if we can maintain 212 as resistance, or we can BCR hold 211.55 as resistance, we can look for sells. Right here, we just got a retest. So I'm liking this GU setup. But like we talked about during the Sunday chart analysis, we got a lot of reversals, and we just gotta wait for price to either continue the trends we was in or start the new trend. So that's why price has kind of been a little bit wonky. But there's still been some setups. There were still setups yesterday. We just had to wait a little bit. And there were setups last week as well, right? Just have to be a little bit more patient. But I am liking this. We might hop in this in a second. Over here muted, my bad, Joe. But yeah, we're in this right here. I'm just typing up the signal really quick. Yeah, we're in this right here. Alright, so I just posted a signal. I'm gonna let this thing run. Let's see how this plays out. We got a nice buy setup yesterday, but as you see, it ended up retracing back down to here. So with GU, let's talk about GU since we're in GU really quick. So let's bring up GU really quick. Alright, so looking at GU, right, we gotta take a trip down memory lane. So let's retrace, right? So this is what prices look like in the middle of July. Right, made a new higher high. So this was the higher high right here, boom. And then this was a higher low right here, boom. And then after that big ass buy on that Wednesday, price ended up reversing for a week straight, right? So that was a week where we didn't touch GU. And then last week, we went for sales. I think it was either Monday or Tuesday. And the price, as you can see, Wednesday and Thursday shot back above the support level, right? And then this is how price ended Friday. So that's why we went for buys yesterday and today. Now, obviously, we had to have a retracement take place, which is what happened yesterday. So we're going to be looking to see if we can get a higher high get made today / tomorrow. So that's what we're looking for today, right? So as long as we stay above this low, we're going to be looking for buys. But if we break back down below, we're going to be looking for sales. So that's kind of what's going on with GU. Right, with GJ, kind of similar situation, but a lot more aggressive of a reversal. Right, we had the higher high right here. We had the higher low right here. And the same thing we reversed, which is why we just left it alone. But the reason why we're looking for sales is because unless price comes all the way up here today, probably going to be having some levels below this level here we can look for sales on. But we had a big ass reversal. So same thing here, right? So with GJ, we just have to wait for price to either make a lower high, lower low to start the downtrend, or turn the support level into resistance and start the downtrend, right? Or be sharp back above and the uptrend comes back into play. You see what I mean? So that's kind of what's going on with GJ. Now, the reason why I'm leaving NAS alone today is because US30 as well as the S&P 500 just made all-time highs again. That's funny. That was not live. This was from a live on TikTok. Y'all know the TikTok live, y'all be missing out on shit. But that was from last week of live on TikTok. But, you know, anyways. That was a funny live. Y'all was in that live. All right, but US30 just made all-time highs again. All right. And then the S&P 500 just made all-time highs again as well. So I am kind of leaning towards buys on NAS today, but I'm just going to wait for the New York session to determine whether I want to look for buys yet. So S&P didn't quite make all-time highs, but all-time highs is right there. And then with NAS100, we just had a big ass downtrend like 2 weeks straight, and then we just reversed back, right? So again, depending on price plays out today and tomorrow will determine whether I'm looking for buys or sells still. So that's why I'm kind of just letting NAS100 do its thing for right now. But yeah, so that's what's going on with the other charts we're looking at. And then with gold was still in a downtrend, but it's consolidating right now. And all consolidation means is that there's just low volume, but we're still in a downtrend technically. We're still in a downtrend technically. Not looking for buys today. But yeah, so we're gonna see how GU plays out right here. I'm gonna see how GU plays out right here. Again, as far as news today, we don't have anything going on. We do have an orange for the 10 a.m. news, so that could affect the markets maybe. And then later on tonight, when markets reopen, we got 6:45 New Zealand news for those that's trading the New Zealand pairs. But let's put GJ back up. See how GJ reacts to this level right here. Yeah, so we're just gonna keep it on G right here, running this trade right here. About to see if we can hit TP1 and then go beyond. Appreciate those that like the live. Make sure to like the live and subscribe if you have not already. We just hit 6,600 subscribers to get to 6,700. And like always, I got any questions, drop them in the chat. Want to look at any charts, drop them in the chat. But we're about to see how GU plays out right here. Alright, so G did another retest. It's slowly pushing. Almost hit TP1. GJ hit the zone. It's still retracing, so we're just going to let it do its thing. And then gold's still chilling right here. It's probably going to chill to the New York session for real, for real. But let's see if we can hit TP1 right here. Is yours in a -2? I took the trade at the same time, but I'm losing. So what you have to understand is, as soon as you take a trade, you're going to be on drawdown, right? Unless price immediately flies in your direction in favor, as soon as you take a trade, you're going to be on drawdown. That's why you have a stop loss and a TP, right? So if you enter here or here and price goes below your price, you're going to be in drawdown. But again, drawdown does not mean losing, so you have to fix that mindset. That's what the internet wants you to think. They want you to think red means bad, stop loss means bad. Drawdown does not mean losing, right? That's just part of the game, right? Because now that you look at your phone or you're broke, you're back in green, right? That's just part of the game. You just gotta get used to drawdown, right? You're not going to just automatically be in profit. Drawdown's a part of the game. Drawdown's a part of the game. Losses are a part of the game too. Right? You're not going to win every single trade. It's impossible to win every single trade. So you got to build that muscle and be okay with that as well. You're going to lose trades. You're going to win trades. You're going to be in drawdown. You're going to be in profit. That's all part of the game. That's all part of the game. You've been losing a lot, not gonna lie, so you gotta see why you're losing. You say you're losing a lot, so what you gotta do is figure out why you're losing so much. Are you breaking your rules? Are you just taking bullshit setups? Is your win rate trash? What is causing you to lose so much? You have to figure that out. We almost hit TP1 though. We're just waiting for volume right now. And this is what GJ's looking like right here. Let's see what this next hour looks like. You've been trying? So what have you been doing for trying? What's trying mean? What have you been doing that you consider trying? I waited for the retest to guide in. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. How you feel, my boy? I feel like I'm getting it down, but then I feel like I can't understand. I've been going with the trend of price, like you suggest, but I think I may not be seeing something that you catch. So again, this is why I'm asking these questions, because there's layers to what's going on. You see what I'm saying? This is like stuff I'll talk about like during the one-on-one sessions to really break things down. So for me to help you out, I'm gonna have to see some things. I'm gonna have to see what trades you're taking, what type of setups you're taking, when you enter trades, what your enter SLTP is, the charts you took a trade on, what the trend is, what the market structure. These are all things I got to understand and see, and you got to understand and see, so we can figure out exactly what's going on. You know what I mean? Because you say you're going with the trend. Okay, you're going with the trend. Okay, are you actually going with the trend? We got to confirm that too. Are you actually going with the trend? Right? Because it could be an uptrend and you think it's a downtrend. It could be a downtrend. It could be an uptrend. It could be a reversal, and you're trying to trade the reversal, right? So we got to confirm that as well. And then again, you could be in an uptrend and go for buys, but that doesn't mean just because we're uptrend you buy anywhere, right? Vice versa. We could be in a downtrend, so you got to go for sales in a downtrend, but that doesn't mean you just go for sales anywhere, right? Also, what time frame you identify the trend on, right? There's all these things that we have to figure out to get to the bottom of what's really going on. So we're about to see what GJ does right here. So if GJ can maintain 212 as resistance, we can look for sales right here. And then we're approaching TP1. About to see if we hit TP1 right here. About to see if we hit TP1 right here. Yeah, so as far as the one-on-one sessions go, I do have 3 slots available because again, I cannot do like 20 sessions a week for my sanity. But with the one-on-one sessions, you get 1 session a week, 4 sessions a month. Each one's an hour long. You get access to the signal room as well as the group chat. And each session, we're on the computer together. I see your screen, you see my screen. We break things down step by step, from your trades to how to read the charts, my trading strategy, trading plan, all that good shit. But yeah, there's a lot of things I gotta know to help you out, right? That's why I'm like, you're being a little bit more specific now in the chat, but in the beginning, you're just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why a lot of people, just like when people like price action is bad. Okay, is price action bad, or let me see your P&L? You know what I mean? Is it the Trump markets, or just take 20 trades in a row in one day, right? Is price action bad? Is the markets out to get you, or did you risk 60% of your account in 3 days? You see what I'm saying? So there's a lot more things I got to see and understand to help you figure out what's going on. But let's see if we hit TP1 right here. We're like a pip away. Let's see if we can hit TP1 right here. Again, y'all only have one Instagram and TikTok. Any other TikTok that's hitting you up, any Instagram that's hitting you up, do not search me up on Telegram. Only join through my links. Like I always tell you, if the links do not work, DM me. Some of y'all are not listening. That's why you hear me. I know some of y'all are like, wait, why do you say this 50 times a day? Because I say it 50 times a day, and there's still people getting finessed or talking to fake accounts. So I got to keep on saying it till y'all get it. Okay, so if y'all never been on social media before, you follow popular accounts. There's going to be a bunch of fake accounts that are going to follow you, pretending to be that account. They're going to be giving you false promises, asking how your trade is going, and telling you everything you want to hear so you can get the money out of you. Okay, I'm never going to send you my number. I'm not gonna say what they all be doing because they're gonna be adjusting, but again, only have one account. Okay, so if you're not following my main account, I don't care how some of the page looks, I don't care how some of the username is. Literally, that is my only account that you see scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Okay, any other account that follows or hits you up, it is not me. We're gonna be on for a little bit longer though, y'all. If y'all got any questions, drop them in the chat. When we're looking at your charts, drop them in the chat. But you already know the drill. We're just chilling, patiently waiting. Just chilling, patiently waiting. Alright, let's see what this next 5 minute looks like. If y'all got any questions, drop in the chat. We'll be looking at your charts, drop in the chat. Let's see what this next 5 minute looks like. Use the daily to find the trend. So like I said, I still gotta see where you're entering at, where you're exiting at. There's still a lot of variables. Like I said, reading the charts is one part. The strategy is another part, right? The trading plan is another part. So you might have the trend down, but that doesn't mean just because we're in an uptrend doesn't mean you just buy randomly, sell randomly, right? You still have to buy at certain points, sell at certain points, etc., etc. Are you exiting once it hits TP1 or trailing your stop loss at all? It depends on the trade. Every trade is different. This is why, like I said, you have to have a trading plan. So if you're in the, are you in the signal room? That's the first question. Are you in the signal room? Okay, so you're in the signal room. So if you're in the signal room, click the pinned messages, right? You're going to see one that says signals/trading rules, right? So the signals/trading rules pinned message, it says stick to your trading goal and don't get greedy. If it's green or blue, it's on you. Profit is never yours until you move SL in profit or close the trade. When a TP is hit, it will either reject or break through, so keep an eye on your chart. So that's why the trading plan is important, but also why it's important for like you are right now to be in this live. So I don't know if you've been in the live since the beginning or you just hopped in. Either way, this is why I do these lives as well as New York session, do the New York price of watches. That way you know exactly why I'm looking for this setup, what I'm looking for with this setup, and then the signal. Again, the TPs is letting you know, okay, when the TP is hit, you're in profit. So based on your trading plan, based on the market structure, etc., you should be determining whether you want to keep holding the trade, move us on profit, or close and take what the markets give you, right? So that's what you have to figure out. That is your trading plan, because every trade is slightly different. Some trades I hold to the final SL or TP gets hit. Other trades I'll trail my stop loss. It literally depends on what I want to do for that trade, what I'm looking for with that trade, and what price is showing me. So again, that's why you gotta have a trading plan and know what you're okay with. Some people are okay with holding to SL or TP gets hit. Some people are okay with taking partial. Some people are okay with getting wicked out slightly in profit. You got to figure out what type of trader you are. That's another reason why a lot of people be getting fucked up long term, is because they don't have a routine or a game plan they stick to. They just trade every day based on how they're feeling in the moment. You see what I'm saying? So you got to have a trading plan and know exactly how you want to manage your trade. So we got a retest going on. G just pushing down. Got a new 15 about to pop up as well. Let's see what this next 15 is talking about. Let's see what this next 15 is talking about. Speaking of New York, is New York only for pay member? I never seen notification for New York. Thanks. I don't know what you mean, but I don't go live. So that's another thing too. Only reason why I go live London session is because in the trading space, people are used to people just showing P&Ls. But like I tell y'all, these people that show you how much they make every single fucking day are either lying or they're dumb as hell, don't understand that taxes and IRS are going to get their ass. That's why these people complain about them paying so much in taxes, because they want to show the whole world how much they're fucking making, because they don't understand these people are marketers. But New York session, I'm not live New York session. I trade New York session, but I drop the New York price watch this New York session for the members and students. Right, but I'm not live New York session. So every day I drop the New York price watches. So you can see some of the screenshots, like for example, like you're in the free Telegram, you can see the screenshots, like when I do the recap of the day, and some of the screenshots, you'll see something that says New York price watch list, right? So the New York price watch list is what I drop every day for the members and students. I did it a few times in the free Telegram. Like for example, I know we did it like on July 15th. So we go to like July 15th. You can see I did a New York price watch list. So I do this every day for the members and students in the Signal Room, as well as Playmaker University, where I go over an update from the trades London session and then the game plan for New York. So I'm like, okay, we're looking for sales or buys from this point to this point. And I notify y'all throughout the day when trades are going as projected, charts are going as projected, when my levels get hit, etc., etc. So you only get the New York price watch list if you're a player. But yeah, but I'm not live. Like I said, I don't be live streaming, live trading, because when I trade, I literally be chilling. So when I end this live, I'm literally going to either be working out, in bed, making videos, go back to sleep, or whatever the fuck I want. You see what I'm saying? That's why a lot of times the screenshots you see I send, well, if you're in Playmaker University or the Signal Room, that's why a lot of times the screenshots you see me send, like for example right here, these are screenshots from my phone, right? Because I literally don't be at my computer. Only time I'm on my computer at my desk is when I'm doing one-on-one sessions, when I'm doing live streams on YouTube, or if I'm making YouTube videos. But besides that, I'm not one of these traders that's at my computer the whole time looking for trades and shit like that. I literally be taking trades off my phone. So we got a retest on GJ. We're about to see if we can maintain the low as resistance. And we're about to see if GU can wake the fuck up, because we barely missed TP1 by a pip. Yeah, so I can show y'all. So again, these are gonna be old signals. I'm not gonna show you the current signal I'm in with the members, but these are gonna be old signals. Again, these are old signals. So y'all take these trades. I do not want to see y'all on my DM, because I'm literally telling y'all these are old signals. All right, so cool. All right, so these are some trades we took last week, right? So you can see again, this was London session. We took a trade, boom, wham, bam, made some money. The New York session, I dropped the New York price watch to give you an update from the trades we took in London session, as well as possible settings going into New York. Right, so I go over, it's a lot more specific and on a day-by-day basis versus the Sunday chart analysis, like a broad throughout the week analysis. This one is literally the game plan for the day, right? So I'm like, okay, NAS100 in Q, we're looking for sales. We're looking for sales at this point to this point, or this price to this price. This chart, we're looking for buys. We could hold this low as support. We look for buys from this price to this price, or this price to this price. And then throughout the day, I let you know when charts are hitting a zone, when charts are going as projected, when charts are not going as projected, etc., etc. You see what I'm saying? And I do that every day for the members and students, right? So again, you see another setup here to the straight London session, New York price watch list, give you an update of the trades we're looking for that day. And I do this every day for the members and students every day. So we trade London session live on YouTube. And then New York session as well. Well, not live New York session, but trade London New York session, right? So again, same thing right here. This is a London session trade, made some money. New York session, dropped the New York price watch list. So some trade ideas, giving you an update going into New York session, what we're looking for. Then I'll let you know throughout the day when trades are going as projected, when they're not going as projected. So I do this for both the Signal Room as well as Playmaker University. But obviously, Playmaker University, you don't get signals because I teach you how to trade. But again, like all these screenshots are from my phone. So like I tell you, like I'm not on my computer. I'm on my phone. I'm not one of these people that be on my desk all day. But yeah, I literally just go about my day. I got Trading View on my phone. I got my brokers on my phone. So all I got to do is just, again, that's why I have my alerts. Once my alert gets hit, I get a text on my phone, get a notification on my computer, and then that's when I hop onto the charts. Because the way I trade, I'm not trading based on how the current candle feels. I'm trading based on the overall market structure. So if we're in an uptrend, we're going to be in an uptrend. If we're in a downtrend, we're going to be in a downtrend, right? That's why you always see my buy or sell ideas to the right, because now all I'm doing is waiting to see what level is going to be the level I'm taking a trade off of. What level is going to be held as support, what level is going to be held as resistance. And I just go about my day from there. No problem, no problem. We're going to be on for a little bit longer, y'all. Y'all got any questions, drop them in the chat. We're looking at your charts, drop them in the chat. Appreciate those that tap the screen, well, not tap the screen, like the live and subscribed. And if you have not already, go ahead and do that. Just dropped a new video for y'all yesterday as well. Make sure to check that out after the live is over. Gold looks like it's trying to wake up. So again, with gold, if we can BCR maintain 40.54 as resistance, we can look for sales. G is still kind of chilling right here. GJ is rejecting. So again, we can maintain 212 as resistance. We can look for sales here as well. So again, we're just waiting for volume to kick in. That's all we're really waiting for is volume. What's going on, Kezo? Peace, how you feeling? How you feeling? So it looks like GJ's about to try to go timber. G is still kind of chilling right here. And then gold's looking like this right here. Alright, GU is finally waking the fuck up. We just hit TP1 on GU, so yeah, we just had to wait for the volume, y'all. Just had to wait for the volume. And this is why it's important to look at the charts. Because another thing, right? Another thing. The charts is going to tell you what's going on. You see what I'm saying? So, again, you was talking about you was in drawdown, but all it was doing was still holding this low by support, right? It would have been different. It would have broke past the support level. So that's why it's important to pay attention to the charts and make all your decisions based on the charts. You see what I'm saying? But we're just at TV1, so we're about to see if it's going to keep on pushing. About to see if it's going to keep on pushing. TP1 hit. And then GJ still kind of just chilling right here. Alright, so let's see if it's going to keep on pushing. Let's see if it's going to keep on pushing. All right, y'all. So we see what GU's doing. We see what GJ's doing. We see what Gold's doing. We know what the game plan is. If y'all did not watch the Sunday chart analysis yet, make sure to check that out. Well, that's not the Sunday chart analysis. Let's go back to the free Telegram. Make sure to check that stuff out, yo. Shout out to everybody in the live. Shout out to everybody's been live since the beginning. Shout out to everybody's been live since y'all joined. And yeah, we're gonna see how these things play out. I'm gonna give y'all an update on my story later on today, and we should be live later on TikTok today as well. Peace, we out. Peace, we out.